Are you wondering what it's like to scan a space with a Giraffe360 GO camera? Would you like to see the scanning from a first-person point of view? What are all the deliverables that you get from Giraffe360? Stay tuned! Hi all, I am the digital twin of Dan Smigrod, founder of the We Get Around Network Forum. You're watching a special edition of the WGAN-TV Podcast for digital twin creators shaping the future of real estate today. We have a great How To episode for you. Our WGAN-TV Podcast guest host is Tom Sparks, founder and CEO of Scan Your Space, a division of Sparks Media Group. Tom will show and tell us about using a Giraffe360 GO camera to scan a warehouse. Tom also reviews the Giraffe360 deliverables. Also, Giraffe360 has two special offers for the WGAN community. Are you a real estate agent? Create a bundle subscription with the Giraffe360 GO camera and receive free blue sky replacement with voucher code WGAN. Are you a professional real estate photographer? Try the Giraffe360 PRO Camera risk-free for 60 days. Just $123 per month for 2 months with no long-term commitment. Scan up to 10 complete property listings at no additional charge, and the test drive includes all add-ons such as blue sky replacement. For full details and to order, visit wgan.info/Giraffe360-Pro.
Hey everybody, Tom Sparks of Sparks Media Group. Today we're here on Mare Island in Vallejo, California, in front of good old building 674, which is a building we've done already. And what we're going to do is compare a few cameras today in a little more extensive kind of compare. So today we're going to test out a camera that was sent to us, the Giraffe360. Open it up right here. Here we have it. So this is the Giraffe360 GO. Nice and compact. And it comes with a tripod and a proprietary mount, and it's just kind of magnetically secured. You'll see right here, you're just gonna put it on and it locks into place. So we are gonna go in and test this out. Now, the beauty of this camera is that you don't need a device to operate it. No tablet, no phone. So, space may look familiar to everybody. Let's see if we got some lights in here. Maybe not. Lights might be, let's see. Nothing. No lights. Oh. I think we got enough light in here. All right, so Giraffe360 GO. First thing we're gonna do is power it on. Press it once and you'll see you have 98% battery left. Hold it down to turn it on. Now, Giraffe sent me this free of charge to test out. They did not want any input into how the videos that I create are put out, so you'll get an honest review. I'm gonna try to hold this so where you can see the screen. It says ready to capture, scan or still photo. If we hit the settings, we can rename the project. We'll do that later. You can check for updates. You can connect to Wi-Fi if you need to. We're not going to do, actually we'll do the Wi-Fi later. Seems pretty simple. Let's just hit scan. It comes up, it says watch your fingers, and it says scanning, so we should get out of the way. And I will share. I'll stand in front of the camera for one of them so you can see what it looks like. Trying to listen for a beep, some sort of confirmation. I think we can circle it. Maybe not, because now we're on the other side. Okay, I'm just going to stand here at this point. Oh, it's taking shots all over. Okay. And it did beep. So I'm going to, again, try to lift this up so you can see. See if this will work. You can see the panel. You can't zoom in at all. We'll just hit done. Okay, so it did beep. Let's put it right here. And what I'm gonna do is just stand in front of it this time, so you can get a real-time view of what it looks like. It says leave the room. It appears it's maybe doing the LiDAR measurements. Actually, not quite sure. Some LiDAR measurements. These must be the photos. Or maybe it's doing all at the same time. And there we have it. And I am in this shot. So I'm actually going to delete it, and we'll do it again. This time, I want to scan how long it takes. So I'm going to hit the scan button, and we'll start it right when I hit the scan button right now. So we have 58 seconds, 58.42 seconds. All right, and then it's just going to continue to beep until I hit done. So you can also take a still photo, and we'll do that in this corner. And I apologize for the background noise. I see that they're doing some construction over there. So we're gonna hit scan, hide around the corner. So it takes about a minute per scan. And what I was told by Giraffe is, you do a couple scans in a room. You don't have to scan in a similar method to Matterport where you're doing, every 3 to 5 feet. You can kind of just do a lot less. And so we'll test that out. I'm probably going to do overkill in here with the number of scan points for this size room. I can't remember how many square foot this room is. We're just going to do this room. We're not going to go past this wall right here because the last couple videos that I've done have just been in this space, and I want to have a good comparison with the other systems. Kind of do the center of the room here. It's interesting, this kind of wobbles a little bit on here. I don't know if you can see that. Hope that doesn't affect the accuracy. So come out of the way. I should be able to put a link to the tour of this space in the description of the video, as well as a promo code. And if you use the promo code, I believe you'll get free blue sky replacements if you sign up. And that should be in the description of the video as well. Some might ask, why didn't I do a video of a house? Well, I will. I'm just not gonna do one on this one. So, interesting, I was carrying it and it says, for best results, keep the camera straight while carrying it. Now, what I was told by Giraffe is, it's taking measurements as I'm walking around, even though I didn't hit the scan button. So almost very similar to a SLAM method. It's taking measurements, and that's how it's able to put together an accurate floor plan. So when you're carrying it around, you really got to keep it as level as possible. All right, let's try a still photo, and we're going to time it right now. I guess there's nothing to time. It's asking me to hit the button. So we have settings. We can angle adjust on or off. Okay. We have a straightening preview, a timer, a field of view, so we can zoom out a little bit. All right, let's hit the button and take it. Capturing still photo. I'm gonna delete that, and this is what I'm gonna time right now. So 8 seconds to capture a still photo. We'll back out of that and we'll hit the scan button. We shall leave the room. "10 seconds to get away from the camera. interesting kind of process not having a tablet and seeing a floor plan on the screen as I'm going. Something I'll have to get used to. All right. Get a couple more over here. This kind of bothers me that it seems a little loose right here. I don't think it's going to affect the final deliverable, but again, it's just a little interesting. See what they're doing over here. Looks like they're removing dirt or storing dirt. Okay. I think we'll do three more. Oh, hold it straight. I got it. We'll do right here with the scan button. Now, I reached out to Giraffe a while ago because I saw some examples of the imagery from their camera systems, and I was kind of blown away. The quality was really good, and I was impressed. And I think at the time they were marketing more towards real estate agents, but they've now started marketing to photographers, which I think is a great thing. So this is the Go camera. They have a Pro camera coming out, which I'm excited to get my hands on and test drive. I think that ships in July. Come right here, put one in here. So I plan on making this video, and then I'll do a regular residential house, because that's probably more in line with what the majority of my channel likes to see. But this space in particular is a decent size. There's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of area for measurements, and so I like testing out in this space. We'll do two more. One right here. And then one in the corner. So I think they said, do about 2 scans per bedroom, maybe 2 or 3 in the common areas, like a living room, kitchen, dining room, that sort of thing. I guess, we're all familiar with Matterport. A lot of us are familiar with iGuide. A similar comparison would be this was leaning more towards iGuide in the scanning method of, where you're placing the scans. But even with iGuide, there's a lot of deviation in how people scan. Some people scan, a lot more scans in a house. Some people do less. I tend to lean towards the less side when I'm doing iGuide. And I would say that this Giraffe 360 Go is very similar. Less is more, as they say. All right, we'll do one last one, kind of right here. The scan. Now everything is stored on the camera, and we're going to connect to Wi-Fi. I have a hotspot on my phone, so I'll enable that now. And then from there, the camera uploads, if I remember correctly, I'm going to connect to Wi-Fi. The camera uploads to the cloud for processing. So there's no data files you can get off the camera right on site. There you have it. We did this space. Let's see, it's been about 21 minutes. We got it done. I'm gonna get a good old photo for the thumbnail. So we'll flip this around. And there you have it. So now let's connect to the Wi-Fi. We're gonna go to options. We can finish project and turn off. We can rename project, check for updates. We're gonna click on Wi-Fi and connect. Put our password in. I think I got that right. Hit OK, connect. It says connecting. Get this on screen. Connection successful. We'll go back. Let's hit finish project. Yes. Upload before turning off. Yes. Watch your fingers. Camera will now process and upload files. Yeah, some people might choose to do this when they're, at home on their Wi-Fi. We'll see how long this takes. Okay, so it looks like it's processing first. It's at 28% processing and 1% uploading. If this is going to take too long, I might stop it and do it at home. 35% processing and 1% uploading. Yeah, we're going to do this at home. I'm not going to wait. So we'll postpone upload and turn off. Yes. It says shutting down. And we're off. So there you have it. Okay, everybody. We are back. A little less than 24 hours from the date of... Actually, it was a lot less than 24 hours. I got home yesterday and started uploading this 3D tour from the camera maybe around 4 p.m. And by 7 a.m. the following day, I received an email saying that the tour was ready. So we're going to take a look at it. Please press and drag to explore the property. So you can see there's hot spots on the floor. We have an info button here. It says it's 3613 square feet. Let's take a look at what our floor plan looks like. Got that opened here. Alright, here's the floor plan that it produced. It has GLA. It's ANSI Z765 compliant. That's great. iGuide is ANSI compliant. And yeah. What else do we have here? I'll show you what the email looks like. Let's do this here. Let's close this out. Make this a little bigger. Alright, this is the email I received. So it said your project is ready. You can view the virtual tour, which I clicked on and you saw. You can download the floor plan, which downloads it as a zip file. I'll show you the still photo that I took in a second. Or you can view the project in the dashboard. So let's look at the still photo. Now, if you remember, while I was on site, I used the still photo button. We're going to take a look at it. Give me 1 second here. I just want to pull up the dimensions. It's 4,000 by 3,000, which is 12 megapixels. And that's what it looks like. Not bad. I would use this. Not bad at all. Alright, let's log into our dashboard. I'll get this out of the way. I'll get logged in here. So we have our project. We can rename it or archive it. Let's click on it. Put this in the window there. Alright, so floor plan, virtual tour, still photos. You can download a video file, and we'll check that out. We'll download the E57. We'll download the PLY. Listing Spotlight. Oh, that's cool. You can get graphics for social media. Coming soon, just listed, for sale, open house, sold. There's nothing under email and print. Property website. We'll do this on a residential listing so you can see it. You can create a description. Share it. Property data. Has the square footage here. It's handy. So let's take a look and see what the video file was that it downloaded. Let's do this. We'll restart. All right, here you go. I don't have that many scan points in this space, and maybe that's why this is moving kind of quick, but I'd like to be able to slow this down a little bit. These transitions and the rotations are a little bit too fast for my liking. And I would love to see some more Ken Burns type transitions so that it's not just a pan. Yeah, I'm going to stop it here. Interesting. So out of this, I would totally use the floor plan. I would use the photo for sure. And I would use the 3D tour. Not too sure about the video yet. And we will discuss the point cloud a little later on. But that's the final deliverable from Giraffe360.
Thanks, Tom. Got follow-up questions for Tom? Go to www.sparksmediagroup.com or www.scanyourspace.com or post your questions to the We Get Around Network forum at www.wegetaroundnetworkforum.com. Also subscribe to the Sparks Media Group YouTube channel at Sparks Media Group. For all WGAN-TV podcast episodes, look for WGAN-TV in your favorite podcast app or go to www.wgan-tv.com. Thank you for watching this episode of the WGAN-TV podcast.